Oh, man, we're back again at Universal Bar and Grill.
It's the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. I'm Wild Joe. I'm here with GT.
G to the mother effing T, formerly known as GT. What's up? Hey, hold on a second. Who do we have here? We have this special guest. Who the hell do we have here?
Oh, we have a very special guest here. This is somebody who's been at the Comedy Store for I don't know how many years, since what were we saying? Since the 90s, since 1992, known as Boonshakalaka.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Boonshakalaka. I can't tell jokes anymore, so I just start telling the truth. The truth that will probably get me banned.
Well, most of us have been banned at one time or another from the Comedy Store.
Oh, man, I've been banned one time from the Comedy Store. Yeah, for being too dirty. Believe it or not, the general manager banned me. It wasn't Tommy Moore, it was the general manager.
I'm so surprised that you, GT, were dirty. What do you think of that?
Well, I'm here to say whatever I have to say about whatever. Excuse me, you all, because I do have the hiccups. But I'm going to say this. What's worse than a corn cob? A snack of too sissy with the hiccups.
Oh, boy. I haven't been to the Comedy Store in a while. What am I missing out on there, Boone?
Well, if you don't go there on Tuesdays is when I do that song called Proud Mary, the Tina Turner version of it, in that roast battle show. I couldn't do it this Tuesday because there was no DJ and I couldn't do it.
So the roast battle has been very successful, and they're on Comedy Central now, but I haven't noticed you on Comedy Central. Are they going to let you on there?
Okay, well, you know, original artists who write songs, they want to get paid. John Fogerty wrote that song, and if he sees me doing that on Comedy Central without copyrights of him or from him, he's going to start raising hell because he wrote the song. And Comedy Central, I don't think, will not pay any royalties to him for me doing that song. Although Tina Turner did it. Can you imagine if Tina Turner was to walk up to me and say, and ask me if I got my ass whooped yet, and I said no, and then she may say, look, motherfucker, leave my song alone.
Well, yeah, you're going to have to come up with something original if you want to get on that show.
Yes. So anyway, I've been doing that song, Proud Mary, and it's a good performance that I do, and a lot of people like it. But like I say, when there's a DJ there at the roast battle, he'll play it and I'll do it, and that's what happens every Tuesday in the Belly Room at the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's really pretty impressive. Boom dresses in drag as a woman. Have there been any costume changes since the original rendition, or are you wearing the same costume every week?
I get in costume, but I just try to have a different type of clothes, different color, whatever. Like if I wore a dress this week, maybe next week I'll wear a skirt and the top or whatever. Just I be in costume, but it's just a different type of costume.
Okay, so it's not exactly the same every week. So you're not going to get the same thing every week. You're going to get a different costume at least.
What about your afro wig? You used to wear an afro wig back in the day when the roast battle first started. What happened to that wig?
Oh, excuse me, you guys. I still got that hair, but I changed their styles now. It's more of a relaxed, straight setting of the wig that I wear. And I wear it and go on the stage and do the act. And that's what happens.
So in that act, are you actually in costume as Tina Turner then?
Okay, I try to come close to it because I've watched her videos from back in the 60s and the early 70s. Tina Turner was no joke. They entertained with her and with the iCats, her backups and singers and dancers, those three girls, the iCats. If I saw it on the internet, Tina Turner doing that song, Proud Mary, and it was a really good performance she did. She put energy into that. All of them did.
And she's known for her beautiful legs.
Oh, yes. She's known for her legs, Tina Turner.
So you've been doing comedy since how long? How long you been doing comedy?
Ever since people were telling me this to do it from years ago, back in the early 90s, they were just telling me that they said, when you talk about people, you make people laugh. You should be a comedian. I said, well, I wasn't trying to make nobody laugh. I was just telling the truth about what I see in certain situations out here in the world. And what I see, I just talk about it, and people start laughing. I wasn't trying to make them laugh. They just laugh automatically because they say the way I say things, it make people laugh, and that's when I started the comedy routine.
Some people are funny whether they want to be funny or not. GT, he's funny, even when he's trying to be serious.
Yeah, he's funny. You know, he gets people laughing, and he's got his own different style, and he's out there. He's the dirty comic. Where are you originally from, buddy?
I was gonna say my mother, but I'm from Illinois, Chicago, Illinois.
All right. Well, you ran into somebody here tonight that you haven't seen in a long time. We can hear him playing in the background. That's Tommy Morris, former talent coordinator at the Comedy Store for 13 years.
Yes, we did. I ran into him. I haven't saw him so long since they had the misunderstanding over there with him, and he's here, and I'm glad that I saw him.
You think the Comedy Store is a different place without him around?
Well, oh yes, it is. Those people over there, they're hateful and jealous.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing about Comedy Store people. It seems like there needs to be somebody strong to keep them in check. Somebody to be in charge of all those comics, those crazy comics.
Yeah, but since Mista is gone now, the way the people behave over there is just so fucking stupid. A lot of them. A lot of those little young boys over there, you know, they don't hardly pick me to do the open mic when I sign up for it on a Monday night, and they never put my name on the list to do the open mic. So I just keep doing it and see what happens. But other than that, I just got to do. I do it on Tuesday nights, the roast battle.
Would you say the open mic is rigged?
Of course it's rigged. You know, it's just the open mic. It's rigged. It is rigged.
Yeah, some of those.
It's very political, and they want up who their buddies most of the time, their favorite buddies.
They're mentally rigged. A lot of them are mentally rigged. I can see that by the way they act. You know what? I've been accused of rape. I've never been accused of rape until I came to the Comedy Store. That guy named Tony Click Clack, he said I raped him, and he don't want me talking to Jeremiah Watkins because he said that I molested him. That's the truth. He said that I raped. Tell the manager that I touched him. That's what he be saying. That Tony Click Clack.
Who would want to touch him?
Jeremiah Watkins?
No, Tony Click Clack. I wouldn't want to touch him.
Well, I guess since he's married now, maybe his wife gives him a lot of touch. Him and Jeremiah Watkins both are married, so I just would assume that maybe they're happy. But I heard somebody told me that it was one of them. I don't know which one of them. I don't forgot. But one of them's wives don't know how to cook. That's what I was told.
So I remember when you used to go on stage, Tony used to heckle you. Why does Tony Hitchcliff hate you so much? What's his deal?
Well, he would call me a tranny, and I would call him bisexual. And I figured, hey, a fair exchange is no robbery. If you're gonna call me a tranny, I'll call you. Say you're not a homosexual, that you have a girlfriend. Okay, then you have a girlfriend. All bisexuals have girlfriends.
That's actually a good point. And I heard this random rumor from back in San Francisco. I met some random guy at a bar who said that he sucked Tony's dick for meth. I don't know if it's a true story, but I ran into some very good-looking stranger at a bar who told me this story.
That may be true. This is the first I ever heard of it, but it may be true. But I will say this much. He do look kind of shaky. And another thing, you know who he looks like? A celebrity that he looks like? Carly Simon. If you think I'm lying, get on your internet and get a picture. You see the picture of Carly Simon, and her and Tony look just alike.
That's pretty funny.
I think he looks like one of the characters from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I think he looks like a grasshopper.
Well, he sounds kind of weird to be a masculinity guy, but to me, he just looks. Somebody else looked at Carly Simon on the internet. Her name is Sylvia, I think. No, Elizabeth. And she looked at the picture. She said, "This dude look like Tony Hinchcliffe." I said, "Don't they resemble?" I was thinking he should get in drag as Carly Simon and do that song, and that would be funny. But he doesn't have that type of nerve.
Yeah, You're So Vain. I sang that song the other night on karaoke. It's a great song. It's a great lyrics for people that haven't heard that song. You're So Vain by Carly Simon. Check out the lyrics. They're amazing.
Yes, that is right. Carly Simon. And I wish I can think of some more songs besides Proud Mary. But that's the only song that I can do that has the type of energy that I can really go into. I think of a lot of songs of other artists, but I don't think I would want to ever do Aretha Franklin. No, I don't want to mess with her stuff. I like that wild stuff that Tina Turner did from way back in the 60s. The stuff she do now from rock and roll, I can't mess with that. Like, what's love got to do with it? No.
You seem to be angry. You're angry at the whole the clique, the Comedy Store clique. You're angry at Tony Hinchcliffe and his buddies. Name some buddies.
I just call them click-clackers. That's what I call them. Well, he is getting a lot of publicity with his show of that Kill Tony stuff. He's getting a lot of publicity and a lot of fans for that, and they all like him. But people tell me to be cautious of saying anything about him because he has a lot of friends that like him over there. But this is what I want to understand. If he's supposed to be that fabulous or fantastic or amazing, Tony Click Clack, why can't you write a movie script? That's what I want. Why can't you write a movie script? I'll knock out, drag out a Hollywood movie script. But I don't see nothing like that of him.
Sounds like a challenge coming straight from Boonshakalaka. That's a challenge to Tony Click Clack. Write a movie script. Alrighty, we're here at the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. We'll be back in just a few seconds. Hey, if any of you are in the LA area and you have slippery floors, don't be liable for slip and fall accidents on your floor. Check out tightgripla.com. tightgripla.com. Slip-proofing solutions for any tile floor. Entryways, bathrooms, kitchens, restaurants, you name it. Check out tightgripla.com.
We're back. We're back. Yeah, this is GT.
I'm Wild Joe.
And you're on Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. Here with Boonshakalaka. Boonshakalaka. I've known you forever, man. You're always walking around with that bag. What's in that bag, buddy? You always, I know, you got a bunch of bags. I know you're selling stuff. You are selling stuff. Some people tell me you're selling stolen shit. Is that true?
Well, I don't steal. No, I don't want to be involved with the judicial government that's part of the branch with the government here in this country. I don't want to be bothered with them. But other people go get stuff, and how they get it, I don't know. They give it to me, and I go sell it. And when I sell it, I have T-shirts for $3. And a lot of the people at the comedy store, if they like that T-shirt, they'll buy it, whatever if they see on it. Especially rock and roll band T-shirts. Those are the ones that they want, and they'll buy it from me. And sometimes I have record albums. They definitely want those record albums of the 60s rock and roll band. And I have books. But the thing about it, some guy told me to bring a World War, what was this? No, the Civil War book. I brought it. He's not here to get it. And I can't be doing that, walking around here with those heavy books. He's not here to get them. I got the book today, and I've been had it with me for like about 3 days and haven't seen him yet. So maybe if I go to the comedy store tonight, if I see him there, I'll sell him the Civil War book.
You had a flaky customer. He requested something. He made you go get it, and then he flaked. I know those type of people. I hate him. He's a piece of shit. What's his name, man?
He's one of those open micros over there. He's an older guy, but I don't know his name. But I know he is from the South. But that Civil War book, one guy bought it because they liked it. And I had another copy of it, and I got it with me today. So whoever wants it can get it. But it is a good book.
So, you're out there, you selling stuff for like how much? How much you sell that crap for?
Okay, the T-shirts, all the T-shirts are $3. The people pay me. They like the shirt so well, they'll just give me a tip automatically. They say, "Oh, keep the $5. Just keep the change." You know, they'll tell me. When the T-shirts are $5 and the albums, if they're like comedy albums, I'll sell for $5. But other than that, the albums are $2 and $3. The rock and roll stuff from the 60s.
Well, GT has a T-shirt. Have you seen his T-shirt? It says GT. Have you ever seen the GT T-shirt?
I never saw his style of a T-shirt.
Yeah, he created his own T-shirt that says GT.
That's good. Create your own style. Okay, that's good. But when I get those T-shirts, I sell. I come up to the comedy store, and that guy, the talent coordinator at the comedy store, he likes I forgot. Oh fuck, I forgot her name. Yeah, some country singer. Yeah, it's a country and western singer, but I forgot her name.
Carrie Underwood? Taylor Swift?
If you can keep naming some
Country singers.
GT.
Megan.
GT. I used to be a country singer.
What country, Armenia?
Oh, that's from what country? Well, yeah, but anyway, the talent coordinator, he likes if I get McIntyre CDs or a nice T-shirt, he'll buy because he likes the country. A lot of people like McIntyre. I never heard her material, but a lot of people like her. But if I ever get a T-shirt, I'll sell it to them for $3 if they want it.
I like listening to country when I'm driving through farms, through Modesto. You know, when we go up there to see her mother and father.
Yeah, that's where my parents are from, Modesto. We have to drive through the country listening to country.
I like that. I'm going to tell you some songs that I'm not a country and western fan, but an old song that came out in the 60s, I think it was Roger Miller. Trailers for sale or rent, room to let, bitches and king of the road. I like that one. But Diana Ross and the Supremes, they actually did that song on one of their, it says Diana Ross and the Supremes sing country, western, and pop on one of their albums, and that song they covered. And there's a song that I like by Dolly Parton. It makes me laugh. The song called Jolene. Oh, that makes me laugh when she sings it. You ever heard that song called Jolene?
Yeah, I like that song. I thought you were going to say your boobs make you laugh because they're so big.
Yeah. One joke I said was, why does Dolly Parton have such a small waist? Because nothing grows in the shade.
That's funny. That's funny. You have a nice voice. Have you ever been in a band? Have you ever sang?
No. Only time I sing, which I do a lip sync of that Proud Mary song of Tina Turner, that's just me lip syncing, and I try to get the words right and the performance is right.
Oh, I'm surprised. You have a very nice singing voice. You're like Obama. Obama had a nice voice, but he never used it.
I never heard Obama sing. I didn't think he could sing. I wonder what can Donald Trump sing.
I doubt Trump could sing as well as Obama. We should have him in a sing-off.
I'll let you know.
But Donald Trump, you know he hates Pink Floyd because Pink Floyd did The Wall first.
What do you think of that? He just said something about Donald Trump. He said he hates Pink Floyd because he built the wall first.
Oh, Pink Floyd built the wall first. Okay. So that's why you hate Pink Floyd?
Hates Pink, but that's a joke. What's Donald Trump's favorite Michael Jackson song? Living Off the Wall.
A lot of wall jokes in here.
I was just too busy dealing with the customers. I don't know what you guys talking about. But anyways, so what do you got going on with your whole comedy career? You said you have a podcast. What's going on?
Well, we actually did a movie about 2 weeks ago called Suicide Road Trip with somebody. I don't know who the people were that did. I did that, and other than that, I still come down here from San Bernardino to Hollywood to be on the stage, and whenever night I think I can get on the stage. But sometimes when I sign the list, they don't. I think that they're purposely not putting me on the stage because they're nervous and scared of their sexuality because I tell the truth about me being accused of rape, and I've never been accused of raping no guys. And yeah, look, Tony Click Clack tells the manager that I touched him. And you know what?
Touched his ding dong?
No, like that sort of touch. But I feel like this. I don't know if I should say it, but if I can't kick your ass here at the Comedy Store, I don't think I can. I know where I can kick your ass at. The Los Angeles County Courthouse.
Yeah. So, that's not cool. That's not cool, accusing people falsely of molesting them.
Yeah, that is against the law.
All right, Boone.
Yeah, that is slander. If you got money, you're liable to get sued. So watch out what you say about people because you don't know you're liable to get sued. All right.
Well, I think you're doing a good job. You're still out there on the scene. Everybody knows your name, and at least you're getting movie parts. A suicide movie. Did you kill yourself in the movie?
Oh no, I was just talking to a customer at a hair salon, and she was talking about something like that. And I just gave her the weirdest look that everybody said was real funny about her suicidal tendencies that she had. And I didn't say that much. I just looked at her, and it was real funny my look that I gave her.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, Boone. I guess you're gonna do a set. You're gonna do a set for us tonight. You're gonna be doing. You're gonna be doing some live comedy tonight.
If they give me the chance in here to do that, I'll do that tonight. But however, I am on a podcast on the Instagram with Dan Bialek. If you guys look that up, look up Boonecast in the Instagram, and you'll see me at Danny Bialek.
All right, Boonecast on Instagram, and you can check out his podcast. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, Boone. Look forward to hearing your comedy tonight.
Okay, if you guys give me the chance or let me do it, I'll be here ready for it.
Yeah, Boone, really appreciate you dropping by, and I'll try to give you a set, man. I'm going to give you a set for sure. Hey, guys, looking for a tent? You need a tent for storage. You need a tent for your wedding. You need a tent for your party. You need a tent because you have no garage. Well, log on to webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com. And browse around. See what you want. See what fits your needs. Once again, webtentsale.com. webtentsale.com. Or call 1-877-918-TENT.
All right, we are back with two awesome comics, Cynthia Delgado and Chris Curtin. Say hey.
How are you?
Hello, hi. So, is this your first time performing in a dive bar?
It is. No, it is not. It's my first time at this dive bar, and I'm very excited about it.
No, not my first time. I love dive bars. Yeah.
What do you love about dive bars?
You know, the crowds are a little bit, they're more engaging. I like it. You know, they kind of want to, laugh a little bit easier. I think they've been already having a good time even before I've even gotten here. That's another good thing, I'm joining in their fun. Look at this, right? I'm joining in their fun.
I think it's because there's a lot of drinking going on at dive bars.
That too. I was trying to smooth my way out of that one. But yeah, thank you, Wild Joe. Thank you.
So you ever deal with hecklers at dive bars?
Yes, all the time. I mean, yeah, well, you do. You get hecklers. I always say, is that my family member? Is that my cousin? I'm like, that looks like my cousin Anthony. I'm like, it's not Thanksgiving. Get out of here. Get out.
I've had hecklers leave crying. Like, you don't want to heckle me. You don't. I got a fresh wedge of lemon and a smart answer for everything. I trained with the nuns. So you're not going to heckle me. You're definitely, yeah.
Well, I hope somebody heckles you because I would love to hear your comeback.
I make fun of myself, so if you make fun of me, I might even join in. So then you're not really heckling me anymore, are you? We're just both making fun of me, and I can do that. I have a mirror at home. It's all right.
Not like Cynthia, who just blames it on her family.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's and if they're listening right now, you know what I'm talking about. Cousin Anthony, Terry, all of you. Yes, that's right.
Cynthia just did a shout out to her family. That's the first on the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. Shout out to the family.
So you're really good. You're fast. Your brain works really strong, and you take vitamins to be so good at that.
No, there are two things that I believe that help me make it. Is that I think on my feet. I am one of those people that has an answer for everything. I do comedy in my head, even by myself in the car. I'm also not afraid to hold a microphone in front of 500 people. Like, everybody has that fear of public speaking. I mean, I usually am like, can I go? Is it my turn? Can I go? Am I next? The microphone's the second favorite thing to hold in my hand.
Do you know what comedy is? It's basically brain martial arts.
You have to think on your feet. You have to turn everything, a trip to the dentist or a funeral, into gold. You have to spin your straw. And the truth is always, always comedy gold. If you tell the truth, like I might talk tonight about living in my car, which has been one of the most incredible experiences. And you wouldn't think you can turn that into comedy. And you can. You absolutely can.
Wow, that is incredible. What about you, Cynthia? Do you take any vitamins to improve your comedy?
Marijuana vitamins. You know, all the edibles I can have. I love that. You know, chocolate bars are my favorite. You know, I eat the whole thing. I know you're not supposed to, but there's no instruction or.
It's so good.
Right? See what I mean? You know, I'm not alone on this one. But yeah, I do love edibles. Vitamins. I think they have some type of vitamins in there. Protein, maybe.
It's a supplement. It's an herb.
It's an herbal supplement. It's an herbal supplement, which is a
Calcium out of the chocolate bars. Yeah.
Funny, I just laughed on the way here thinking, should I talk about how I went to buy weed after church on Sunday? I mean, I went to church. I mean, but then I went to a dispensary and I bought weed.
Well, you could have done it before church. You could have gone before church and then really enjoyed the sermon in a different way.
Not open before church, but I'll try next time maybe to be. Actually, I have gotten high on the way to church, so I've experienced.
That's nice.
God put it here for a reason.
I agree with you. So, you know, what was the burning bush? But really,
It's what I think about alcohol. He gave us so many things to make booze out of, like potatoes, rice, grapes.
why was Jesus always praying alone in the mountains? Why? That's
Never
what I
drink
do.
alone, though. But I mean, and then all the mixers: cranberry, orange juice,
he wasn't drinking
ginger
alone.
ale. I mean, I believe cocktails are a gift from God.
Wow, these are some deep thoughts. I've never even thought these deep thoughts.
Before I wind up too serious to do comedy, I better wind up getting a drink.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go get a drink. Is there any place?
Event, right?
Yes, it's a vodka event. Oh, wait. We're sponsored by Global Vodka. They have that here. And but before you go to the bar and run off away from us, please let us know where we can find you online, where the fans can look you up.
I have a YouTube channel, Chris Curtin, Curtin. No A. I've heard them all. It's curtains for you. I know your cousin's the drapes. Why don't you go hang in the window? I've heard them all before, but it's Curtin, Chris Curtin. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Even the bathroom wall. Everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Third stall, the bathroom wall. Yeah.
Yes, the one with the hole in it. I gotta go get it.
Okay, where they can find me, on Facebook, for the Cynthia Delgado, or on Instagram at Laugh with Delgado. That's where you can find me. Yeah.
That sounds better. Laugh with Delgado, because I bet there are quite a few Cynthia Delgados on Facebook.
There's this doctor in Texas. I'm not that doctor. And then someone was asking me too. I'm like, are you related to like some type of underground something Delgado? And and I was like, no, obviously not, because I would be rich, right? But no. But anyway, yeah, this has been great. Yes. Thank you.
The smartest rich people hide their money anyway, though. Yeah.
I don't have any money. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
All right. Thank you. We look forward to your set.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. Appreciate it. Thank you, JT.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for showing up.
I couldn't find a bartender, but I might have to go back. I have bartended before, so I could.
Right
Oh,
there.
is she?
Look at her.
You need a bud tender. What you need is the bud tender.
And a bartender, both. See if you could get them both at the same place.
Bartender and a bartender. Yeah, I think that it does exist. It does exist. It might exist here too. I mean, I don't know.
All right, you guys. Thanks for being on the Dive Bar Comedy Podcast. Hey, ladies, are you looking for hot deals on sexy styles? Check out everydaysweetheart.com. Everyday Sweetheart, where you can find the most sexy fashions for going out, club wear, or just to show off for your loved ones. So check out everydaysweetheart.com and get 10% off with deal code TAKE10, TAKE10, take 10. Thanks a lot.
So if you're feeling erect for another comedian, can I get a hell yeah? That's what I'm talking about. So put your hands together and show some love. She's big time for Miss Cynthia Delgado. Go.
Thank you. Love it. Let's go. Yeah. Okay. So, you guys, I'm reading stuff all the time. One thing that I kind of laughing about is we're officially in California. Our official sport is surfing. All right, everybody, come on, round of applause. We're happy about that, right? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, as our lawmakers, this is what they do. This is what they do. I'm like, really? This is what you guys want? Some guy in Fresno right now is like, I can sleep tonight because our official sport is surfing. I know, it's funny. And they're like, now we're gonna ban straws. And I'm like, really? And we still can't help hopeless people, right? We can't help the homeless. Like, I'm wondering what is the stigma? I obviously missed a story about, the homeless people because we don't want to help them. For some reason, there's something about it, but we'll ban straws. Why don't we just ban plastic all the way out, Just see, like this guy, thank you, we got one. All right, you guys keep your plastic then, pay 10 cents when you go to the market. Does it happen in your, no, okay, maybe just where I live. All right, fine, sure. But yeah, it is what it is. But I love smoking weed. That's one thing that's true. Yeah, thank you. I smelled you guys. Yeah, I got you. It's me. But yeah, it's usually a good thing. But I think we should start maybe growing hemp. With the whole plastic thing. I think we're onto something. But if we start growing it now, we'll kind of figure it out now. We can use everything for it. But okay, maybe not. You guys aren't hemp people. That's fine. All right, we're out. Fine. We won't talk about abortions. Fine. No. I know, right? No, we won't. Yeah, so what else is I reading in the news? It's kind of funny. No, but about smoking weed, one thing I do love is like the edibles, just the whole thing about edibles. That's right, I love, chocolate bars. I love those chocolate bars. I eat the whole damn thing. That's what I'm talking about. It has no, see, toffee, right? We got toffee, you got almond, and it's funny, whatever, I don't care, any flavor. It could be, no sugar, whatever, gluten-free, all of that stuff. Yes, give it to me. As long as it has marijuana, I want all about it. And one thing I love about it is having the whole thing. I remember being, somewhere with some friends. All of a sudden, I was just floating around the room, just floating, going about there. And then I realized, I didn't even move from where I was at. My whole floating was just that whole bar because I ate it. But, yeah. But, one thing too, the commercials that I'm seeing late at night, it kind of cracks me up. I call them the kill pills. This one guy wants to quit smoking, and then what I trip out most is just the side effects. It says suicidal thoughts. Suicidal thoughts. Can you imagine? I'm hanging around with my friend, and I'm like, "How you doing, girlfriend?" I'm like, "I'm doing okay," but I was just thinking, as soon as I finish this beer, I'm gonna run out into Lancashire Boulevard, just run down the middle of the street. I'm like, really? Yeah, I'm just thinking about that, That or, and that's someone who wants to quit smoking cigarettes. These are the side effects, I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, am I hearing them right? Because I know I smoked a joint or two, maybe three. But, and another one is someone has arthritis, what's this, internal bleeding. How do you know you're internally bleeding? Can somebody answer that for me, please? Because I was talking to my 80-year-old mother, and I said, how do you know you're, it's do you wake up all of a sudden, you're in the hospital, and you're like, oh, shit, where the fuck am I? And the doctor's like, Miss Delgado, you have about 24 hours to live because you've been bleeding inside your body for the last 5 days. What? What the fuck? I'm like, all I had was arthritis, Smoke weed, people, smoke weed. But if you don't want to smoke weed, buy some soap. There's marijuana soap. There's marijuana lotion. Right? It's true. I'm not making this stuff up. I told you I love the chocolate bars, but I ate the whole thing because I want to be floating. I want to be floating like I'm right now. I'm floating. I was like, I'm all the way over there. You guys are still feeling me right now, but I'm there. I see myself. I haven't even moved. That's how edibles work. But seriously, lotion, tinctures, there's drinks. You don't have to necessarily smoke weed. Yeah. Oh, another commercial that I tripped out on too was this one woman goes, I laughed and then I leaked. What the heck? No, I can't do it. So, ladies, no. You know what you gotta do? You gotta do them damn Kegels, okay? You gotta do them damn Kegels. You only gotta do 5 to 10 a day. 5 to 10 a day. Okay, you can do it while you're at the market. You can do it while you're at the mall. Okay? You can do it while you're at dinner. I got him. He's like, hell yeah, do them Kegels, ladies. Do them Kegels. He's all for it, see? Yeah. But you guys, as soon as I grabbed the mic, I started my Kegels. This is no joke. I am not doing I laughed and then I leaked. No. My mother's 80 years old, you guys. I take care of my mom. God bless my soul. Yeah, God bless my soul. She's cute. But I have that bitch doing her Kegels because I'm like, oh, hell no. That bitch is so tight, a pencil won't even go through that shit. You know what? No. But I'll tell you this much. When she laughs, she doesn't leak. She does not leak. Yeah. But it's interesting. I know. It's interesting. But it's kind of a cool time, right? And I have a question for you guys. If you guys were at Starbucks and they said, you know what, we kind of messed up this drink. No one's taken a sip out of it or anything. Would you take it? Would you take the drink?
Yes, probably.
You would ask maybe. You would say like, well, it doesn't happen. No, you would not. You'd be like, well, I'm not doing this today. You're like, keep your shit, motherfucker. I'm not taking it for okay, cool. But you would take it. Yeah, I would take the drink. I'd be like, you know what, screw it. I don't even know what's in it, but you know what? Yeah, that's how I take it. Let's keep it going, you guys. You guys are a good crowd, right? Yeah. The surfing is our official sport. Yeah. 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 I like it. I like it. Yeah. And you know, one thing I love about, like, another thing about smoking weed is, you know, the names to it. You know, green crack is the only one that they got the name right. Because, you know, that shit, you're like, what the hell is going on? You know, I'm going over here, right? I wish they would call one paranoid penny so I know what I'm getting myself into. So, right? Fuck, did you hear that? Did you? I know I saw something. Gonna catch that motherfucker. You guys, I was staring at a pole for like 2 hours, and I was like, how is that man, like, he's getting closer, and it was like a pole, because I drove quite close. I was like, it's insane. You guys are good. Let's keep it rolling this thing. Let's go. Thank you.
Good job, good job. Another round of applause for Miss Cynthia Delgado. We just gearing up for our next comedian host. I guess while we wait on finding out who's next in the game, I might have to make an admission.
Who's Kate or Kendra? They already went.
Ooh, it looks like we got somebody coming up. All right. So I gotta admit something, guys. I'm a rapist. Yeah, I am. But I'm a self-rapist and whatnot. You goddamn right. You know what a self-rapist is. You know, sometimes you drink, you come home, and you look in the mirror. You don't even want this shit to happen. And the next thing you know, you're working it out and shit.
Rapist.
Yes, a self-rapist.
What are you talking about, dude? Okay, coming up next, man. Kate R. Curtin.
My name is Chris Curtin. All right? And let me tell you, where's the rapist thing going? Because I wish if you want to roofie my drink right now, it's right over there. Okay? Let's get the gay out of the way right now. We're in fucking North Hollywood. I cannot be your only token gay in the room tonight. Maybe I am. But you two, I give a Gay of the Day Fashion Award. Could you come up here? And you too. Because I can't decide between the lace dress and your boots. By the way, when this light stops on a good color on me, let me know. Now, what do you think? You look like Julia Roberts. Like, I was here yesterday. I was shopping. You wouldn't help me. I mean, you look like that to me. You look like her the next day. Like, so I think it's a tie. I think it's a Gay of the Day Fashion Award tie. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a tie? All right. You can now have a seat, lovely, at your table. I recently moved to Los Angeles, and I had to buy is this loud? Am I loud? I'm from New York, so this sounds really fucking loud to me. Okay, I'll try and quiet down, like in Catholic school, but it's probably not going to happen. I was looking at a car, and I thought, you wonder if you can afford it. And then you think to yourself, could I live in it? Does it have enough cup holders for entertaining? Do the seats go back down to create a lovely bedroom area? So I bought the car anyway, and I wound up, does anyone have roommates? Yeah, you have good roommates? No, you don't. You're shaking your fucking head. No, you don't have, nobody leads with their bad foot, sister. No roommate is going to say, I'm a drunken alcoholic who leaves my shit all over the place. No roommate is going to tell you that, right? Oh, did she tell you that? Did she? She said I'm a.
He went with that, and he was great.
Really? Was he a gay guy? No, because we're the best people to live with. I mean, we're very neat, we're very clean. We don't like a lot of nonsense. But I did actually wind up living in my car for a week. Why is that funny to you? I mean, really. I'm watching people shooting heroin out my front window in Los Angeles, but I feel better about myself, and that's what's important, don't you think? But, when you're lucky enough to have a car to live in, because somebody pushes a shopping wagon in front of your car, and you're thinking, I'm good. I'm making cocktails on the back window. I'm watching Netflix on my iPad. Okay, I'm living in my car. I'm good. And then somebody pulls up next to you in a camper. And all of a sudden, they're like the Jeffersons, right? They're like George and Wheezy moving up in their camper. And you know, in a camper, you can go from like here to here, over here, and sometimes in a camper there's a bathroom, which is really neat. I'm actually staying right now in Acton. I'm not in acting, it's comedy. Because when I say to people I'm in Acton, they go, oh, I thought you were a comedian. I'm like, no, I am. Acton, has anyone heard of Acton? Really? Why? Why? Why have you heard of Acton? You know what they have there? Horses. You know what you have a lot of after horses? You have a lot of horse shit. And that's Acton pretty much. I feel like Zsa Zsa Gabor in Green Acres. Like, darling, Hooterville, darling, it's Hooterville. It's like Mayberry. You have to climb to the top of a fucking phone pole to make a phone call in Acton. Have you been there? No? Aqua Duce? Is that what it's called? What is it? Where? It's up there by Acton. They had a sign out one night. It was men's night. And I'm thinking, Chris, this only looks like Brokeback Mountain. Okay, dude? You ain't in bro. You are the only gay in town with your purple hair. And I'm from New York, so people will stop and look at me. And I all of a sudden want to go to New York and go, what the fuck are you looking at? And I go, Chris, you have purple hair. You have purple hair. That's why people in Acton are looking at you, because nobody else in Acton has purple hair but you. I did get laid in Acton, though. You know, Grindr, you know, Scruff. You can get fucking laid on the moon, people, if you have the right app. You can get laid anywhere. And I tell you what, that sign makes a lot of sense. If you see the camper rocking, don't bother knocking, right? You know it. But I'll tell you what, it's funny up there. All the buildings are done in like Gold Rush motif, like Bonanza. Even the McDonald's has a water tower. I mean, it's ridiculous. I feel like Dorothy. I've gone from the Emerald City, which is LA, back to black and white fucking Kansas. I'm like, it's the most amazing place. And then actually I went up to Lake Tahoe. I drove up the 134 through Bishop. Really beautiful, really nice. Anybody driven that way? No? Not you in the back? Anybody? Yeah? You've driven that way. Then I came back on the 5 from Sacramento. I've never seen shit scenery. But you see shit out to the right and shit out to the left driving back on the 5 from where am I? California? New York, Florida. We'll have some coffee, water. We'll talk tomorrow. My name is Chris Curtin, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much. I think of the light. Batgirl's coming up. I love you. We're smoking weed together later. I have some in my car.
Round of applause for Mr. Godson Curtin. Yeah. The king of getting it. That's right. Is he a top or a bottom? I don't know. What are you, sir? A top or a bottom?
Versatile.
Oh my God! He's like Michael Jordan.
You can't cut it, don't fix.
Oh my God, he goes through the whole hard. I like this guy. He's a cornholer. I love this man. Gangster shit. Bite. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, I don't know if you straight people know, gay guys actually have an organization. There's tops and there's bottoms. So the tops are kind of like the men, and the bottoms are kind of like the chicks.
I don't know. There's a lot of butch bottoms.
And then you got, whoa, that, you know what that's called? A power bottom. That's a power bottom. That's a power bottom. If you get a power bottom, stay away. It's like having an aggressive woman. It's a lot of headache. Stay away from a power bottom. Ladies, you too. Stay away from the power bottoms. It's for your own safety. That's what I'm talking about. All right, all right. So great job again for Mr. Kid. Another round of applause for Mr. Cole. Boy killed it. Boy killed it. He got kind of swag and smooth and all kind of 902, 69 kind of fun.
Hey guys, you need carpet, hardwood floors, laminate, tile, luxury floors. Log on to selectflooring.biz. You will get all the support you need. And if you need installation, ask for it. Once again, log on to selectflooring.biz for your flooring needs.
So next up, we got another wonderful comedian coming up. You ready for this next badass comedian, guys? Give me a hell yeah if you're ready for the next badass comedian. That's what I'm talking about. This next gentleman coming up is a Comedy Store favorite. A gentleman that Mr. Tommy Morrison has let go free at the Comedy Store, and I don't know why. But show some love, because he's got a great name. He dresses like Tina Turner in his free time, and he's a funny motherfucker. Light-skinned, crazy, and old as shit. Put your hands together for Mr. Boom, 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 Boom. Shakalaka.
I can't stand up. I got to sit down and talk to you. I got to sit down because I done got too damn old. See, y'all young out there. See, I remember when I was y'all's age, AIDS used to be the teacher's helper. Back then we had drive-ins, now we got drive-bys. Back then you used to call people faggots and queers and punks and sissies. What do you call them now? Catholic priests. I just call it the way that I said it. That's just what I do. I call it the way that I see it. But I like giving tributes. See, I'm not like Carlos Macinda. If I'm going to take somebody's shit, I'm going to say who said it. Like, what is the #1 killer of black people? The police. Red Fox. That's what he did. What's the difference between a big cat and a little cat? A big cat will scratch you. But a little pussy won't hurt you. I just call it the way that I said it. I'm with some Red Fox stuff in there. I like giving tributes, but you know, times have really changed. I remember when I was growing up, every dance we did had a song to it. The shing-a-ling, the boogaloo, the twist, the mashed potatoes. I go to a club, everybody was in there dancing, looking like a bunch of crackheads about to have never let it fit doing this. What's the name of the damn dance? Rappers do not write dance songs. All they talk about is niggas and motherfuckers. Nigga, nigga, nigga. When you come in the hood, you put on the trigger, you shoot a motherfucker, then you shoot that nigga. So I came back with my rap. I said a nigga and a motherfucker, a bitch and a hoe. Who are these people? We don't know. I just call things the way that I see it, man. And we got Trump in the mix now. But you know, I know a long time ago, when I was growing up, I did hear Richard Pryor did say, white folks know about pimping and hoeing because we the biggest hoes they got. And that's what he was talking about, because Trump is doing all the pimping. That's what the pimp is. But he hates Pink Floyd. You know why he hates Pink Floyd? Because Pink Floyd did the wall first. And what's Donald Trump's favorite Michael Jackson song? Living Off the Wall. The little old lady who lived in the shoe, she had so many kids she didn't know what to do. You know why? Trump took away her Section 8. I just call things the way that I said, you know, but you know, if you divide that word therapist in half, what do you get? The rapist is right. And that's what I've been accused of, raping some folks. Some comics at that. Over there from that place called the world's famous Comedy Store, a lot of little young white boys said that I raped them.
Scott.
I didn't rape them motherfuckers. I'm just trying to be nice to them. That's all I was trying to do. And he go tell me, hey, tiny man, like a bitch. Motherfucker, that's what they did to me in high school, the girls did. Go tell the principal that I touched him. Hey, he was a grown-ass man. And I'd be out there at the Comedy Store, yeah, on the patio over there, if you guys been to the front patio. I see all them white boys, all of them, a lot of them, come out there hugging and kissing and embracing one another. They do, because I seen it yesterday. But yet when I do this shit, I get accused of rape. I got to think, now wait a minute. You say you straight. Well, why you up there hugging and kissing with that dude for? I thought you said you was straight. Straight men like women. But I guess maybe you got a woman, so if you say whatever you say about yourself not being homosexual, well then, if you say you got a woman, that makes you bisexual. I just call things the way that I see it, because that's just what's going on. One time, I remember I got called for jury duty. They called me for jury duty, but I didn't want to go down in town and serve on the jury duty. And they asked me to serve. They got all the other prospects out there. One guy said he couldn't serve because he had a bad back. Another guy said he couldn't serve because he's with his job and he's too busy. So they asked me, could I serve? They said, Mr. Boonshakalaka, would you like to serve on this jury? I said, no. They said, why? I said, because I am a homosexual. Yeah. He said, what makes you think you're a homosexual? I said, well, my father's a faggot. He said, well, just because your father's a faggot doesn't mean you got to be one. I said, well, I got a brother that's a sister. So one of the prospects, the jury jumped about the seat. He says, isn't there anyone in your family who will sleep with a woman? I said, yes. They said, who? I said, my sister. I just call things the way that I say. I mean, sometimes if I tell the truth too much, see, I'll get banned. I don't want to get banned, because then this shit, you think they fuck with Roseanne. What I'm about to say now, they're going to ban me. What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe? a canoe a tip. Why don't Jewish guys like eating pussy? Because it's too close to the gas chamber. Okay, I just called it. I said, why aren't there any swimming pools? See, I pick at all the races. Why aren't there any swimming pools in Mexico? Because all the Mexicans who know how to swim is over here. How would you make a pussy talk? You give it a tongue. And what else can I tell you guys about? How can you tell if a girl is a redneck when she can suck a dick and chew tobacco at the same time? She knows the swallow and knows the spit. She's a redneck. Why do basketball players have such big knees? Why? Because their knee grows. Let me shut up, man. Y'all gonna whoop my ass out on this shit. But I can't fight every goddamn body. I done got too old to be fighting with motherfuckers now. I done got so damn old now that I remember when we had telephone books, and they don't have them no more. Now we have Facebooks. Times have really changed since I was some of y'all's age. When that little record was with the big hole in it, that's what it was, a 45. You say 45 nowadays, some of these hardheads, they think you're talking about a damn pistol. I'm talking about this little record with the big hole in the middle. Times have changed, times have really changed. I'm trying to make myself, into this comedy game, I'm trying to be as truthful as I can be with it, because sometimes my jokes just don't go over. Some things I be saying just don't go over. Like there was one I wanted to say about, I forgot what the fuck it was. See, my mind that keeps fucking with me. I forget some things that I'm supposed to be saying, like, where is an elephant's sex organ? And at the bottom of his feet, because if you step on you fucked. Y'all gonna beat this shit out of me. But I know one thing. Nobody. I'm out of all material I have heard a lot of comics talk about. They never said nothing about chitlins. I noticed, and I was thinking, well, how come Snoop Dogg don't tell Martha Stewart how to clean and cook them damn things? Well, me, I would eat some chitlins. Hey, fuck y'all. I'm gonna eat me some chitlins. I eat my mama's chitlins, and that's it. Anybody else? No, y'all don't know how to clean them damn things. But one day, I did hear two black people, which were two gay dudes. One dude said, I don't eat chitlins. And I got to thinking, you don't eat chitlins? He said he didn't eat them. A black woman said, so I got to think, well then, if you don't eat chitlins, why is it that you suck a dick? But yet you don't eat chitlins. There's something wrong right there. I don't know what the hell can be. You don't eat chitlins, yet you'll suck a damn dick. Oh, that's like me to get out of here? Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm the Boonshakalaka. I'm on that podcast. You call it the Twitter, Instagram shit. It's called Boomcast. All right, you guys. Yeah. Another round of applause for the Comedy Store's Boonshakalaka and the Boomcast. Watch it every weekend and get your shit filled just right. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'll buy that for $1. That's what I'm talking about.
Great job tonight. Round of applause for all the comedians that have come up here tonight. Show some love, hanging out. Thank you guys for staying out. Thanks to the Universal Bar and Grill. Thanks to Global Vodka for supporting. And thanks to GT, the Gangsta Taco Topalian. And thanks to the Dive Bar Podcast for interviewing all of our comedians tonight. Goddamn raw!